Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the review of the Lego Starry Night. Pretty amazing build. Let's start with the box here. We've got a nice collector's box here. For those of you looking at, keeping your boxes, I like whenever they give us a nice box that looks good either on display or, you look at the box and you know exactly what's going on in here. This one is big. It's using those dark colors. We get this special Lego Ideas border. Oh, didn't see that. Lego Ideas border at the bottom, which is good. I think it makes it unique. On the top, you see your little Van Gogh, and I believe that's French for the Starry Night, I guess. The bottom, just get more of that cool, just box. Nothing on the side, and on this side I've got it tucked in right now, but inside of here you've got the whole build. And then on the back it gives you the specs, so we'll turn this all the way over. So we can see the actual painting of the Starry Night. Sorry, the dishwasher is going off right now. And then it's got the dimensions in there too. So you can see, if you're going to hang this on a wall, put it on a shelf, you know what you're getting into as far as the height and the width and all of that. And it shows the single play feature on this set as well. It's a pretty awesome set. We don't really need to look at this part of the box. This is, again, one of these idea ones, which I actually want to show you. When we look in the booklet here, we have, that's again the original Starry Night, which is pretty cool to see. I am fond of the Lego version, though. It looks awesome back there. But inside talks a little bit about Van Gogh, kind of talks about him, his life and all that, which I'm not much of an art buff, but at least I understand who Van Gogh is. Talks about the Starry Night and why, he decided to do that. And the coolest part is this. This is the actual build that the fan made, and you can tell some differences. So there's the one that comes in the set. There's the one that they did. I'll take it down one more time. Make sure the light's hitting that kind of right, and then, but it's really good. I mean, it's incredible. Look at the way they did their moon and stuff, the way they did their stars. I mean, yeah, we got printed Legos here, which is awesome. They're not stickers. Those are actual printed pieces just for this set, which is awesome. But this guy came up with a really, really cool design. And in fact, the whole foreground, the mountain and the church and everything, Lego pretty much used all that here. So awesome to this guy. I don't know if it says his name. Truman Chang? Yeah. From Hong Kong, PhD student. Good for him. That is awesome. I don't think that's him, though. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. You guys can, if you like this kind of stuff, I'm sure the PDF is somewhere. You can read through all that. And then they talk about the actual artist who came up with this build from his build. So that's pretty cool. And then it starts the actual build. So we're done with that. It's time to talk about it. There's not a whole lot to talk about other than just to kind of say how cool it looks. Let me bring this up, and then I'm going to drop the camera a little bit. Boom. Nah, maybe I'm going to keep this back a little bit. We'll keep it right in frame like that. So, my wife built this set. This was not a set that I did, but my wife did. And I would say, before I would probably call her like a beginner builder, but she's definitely more intermediate, getting towards advanced building. And she didn't have a whole lot of problems with this. Maybe one or two things that I had to come fix and kind of figure out what went wrong, but for the most part, a pretty good build for her. It's a lot of repeating patterns, right? So you're doing a lot of repeating on the actual build, and I think that's pretty good. You've got Van Gogh here, and he can actually move around on this little swivel. I'm going to point this down just a little bit for a second. His little swivel moves around like this, which is pretty cool. And then nothing else in the piece actually moves, so nothing else is actually mobile. If it moves, it probably shouldn't at this point. Let's look at the side here so you can see the actual depth of this. It's pretty cool to see this in 3D. Obviously the original painting's pretty good, but to be able to see this with some depth in there too is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And then you can see the back, and this does come with Lego's wall mount. So you've got a wall mount there ready to go in case you want to actually hang this up on the wall, which it's heavy. Oh, that must be just under 5 pounds or so. And that's a lot of Lego. You definitely want to make sure you're getting a good contact and a good screw to hang that on for sure. And this lets a screw slide right into it and it locks it in place, which is pretty good. We like that. We've got some of the other Lego art ones hung up. But this one, I don't know if we will hang it up. We've been leaving it on a shelf, and that seems to be a good place for it right now. So that's about it for this review, guys. I mean, this is such a striking, good-looking build. Definitely, in places. And by the way, this little Van Gogh. Oops, I can't really see him here. You can pop this thing off, and he's got a little Starry Night. Oh no, he's got a little Starry Night right there that he's working on, which is pretty cool. I believe that is a sticker. Actually, no, I think that's a printed brick. Yeah, that's printed. So that's cool that we got a unique brick like that for this set. Quite a few unique bricks with all the stars and the moon and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But that's going to be a wrap on this one, guys. Awesome looking set for any sort of like an office or like a library or something like that. Absolutely incredible. Is it a kid's toy? No. I mean, I don't see how you could play with this. So it is what it is in that regard. But it's an amazing display piece. I'll catch you on the next one.